fall nights fill up fast between sports, homework, after school activities, but dinner doesn't have to add to the stress. With these 5 set it and forget it slow cooker meals, you can have dinner handled before the day even starts. Trust me, your future self will be thanking you for this at 5 p.m. on a busy Tuesday. Hey, what's up? It's Andrea, and in today's video, I'm sharing 5 slow cooker recipes for those busy fall nights. If you're new around here on my channel, I share real life ways to help busy moms feed their families well without overcomplicating it. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you also tap the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you stick around to the end, I will show you how to get your hands on a free digital download that includes all 5 of the recipes that we'll be making today. Okay, let's dive in. When I first got into freezer meal prep, I loved the convenience, but so many of the recipes that I was finding online used highly processed, inflammatory ingredients, and that just didn't sit right with me. So I went about adapting them. I looked for cleaner, anti-inflammatory swaps. So now you can have all of the convenience without sacrificing nutrition or flavor, because let's be real, I mean, we want dinner to taste good too, right? First up is stuffed bell pepper soup. So the first thing you want to do is get some ground turkey browning. The reason is we want it to cook and we want it to cool all the way before we put it in the freezer bag. While the meat is cooking, chop 1 onion and 2 bell peppers and then toss them in the bag. Then you want to add a can of tomato sauce and a can of diced tomatoes. I'm going to season it with a teaspoon each of oregano and cumin, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of chili powder, and a tablespoon of coconut aminos. And then I'm going to add 2 spoonfuls of jarred minced garlic. Yes, fresh garlic is amazing, but it also takes a really long time to mince, so we're going for convenience here. You finish by putting a pound of browned ground turkey that's cooled, seal it up, and then when you're ready to cook it, you've got a soup that tastes like it simmered all day. Next, the easiest one, simple potato soup. Add 32 ounces of diced or shredded potatoes, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and a teaspoon of sea salt. That's literally it. On cooking day, you cook it with some chicken broth, and then you can leave it chunky or blend it with immersion blender for a creamy vibe. It's easy, cozy, and done. Now for pasta e fagioli, the ultimate Italian-inspired comfort soup. So add 1 diced onion and a cup of chopped carrots. Then pour in a can of diced tomatoes, a can of white beans, and a can of kidney beans. And then season with a spoonful of jarred minced garlic, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a tablespoon of coconut aminos, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, and a pinch of dried basil. Slice half a pound of chicken sausage into bite-sized pieces and drop it in. And then seal it up. And this one, actually, we had this the day that I filmed this, and it made the whole house smell incredible. It was really yummy too. Next up, honey garlic stir fry. So I don't know about you, but any kind of Chinese takeout, fake out is usually a hit in our house. So begin by chopping 1 red bell pepper and 1 onion and add that to your freezer bag along with a heaping tablespoon of jarred minced garlic, a teaspoon of sea salt, and then chop 1 pound of chicken breast and add that to your freezer bag. That's actually it for the freezer prep. It's pretty simple. On cooking day, you're going to add it to the skillet with a half cup of honey and a 1/4 cup of coconut aminos. Very easy, very simple, very tasty. And finally, cheesy chicken broccoli rice, total comfort food. So into the bag goes 12 ounces of frozen broccoli florets, a tablespoon of garlic powder, half a tablespoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 pound of diced raw chicken breast. Then on cooking day, here's how it works. So you're gonna layer these bagged ingredients over 2 cups of rice in the slow cooker. Pour 3 cups of chicken broth over the top and let it cook. When it's finished, you're gonna stir in about 1 to 2 cups of shredded cheese, and it is easy and cheesy. We actually had this last night and it was a big hit with everybody. That's 5 freezer meals prepped in minutes each. So freeze them flat, separated by pieces of wax paper, and then dinner is literally ready before the day even starts. There you have it, 5 cozy slow cooker recipes, all ready for those busy fall nights. Dinner doesn't have to mean scrambling at 5 p.m. each night. If you want to get your hands on these recipes, they're all waiting for you in a free digital download. The link is in the description down below. Thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen today. I'll be back next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Andrea. Bye for now.